I'm Archie St. Louis. I'm a copywriter at Miami Ad School. I grew up in Leslieville and love it. I'm a little sad that I don't live in that area anymore. I went to Queen's University for film and I did some languages as well while I was there. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then I did a marketing certificate at George Brown. Really thought marketing and advertising were the same thing at that point. Turns out they're not. So after working in marketing for a bit, that's when I decided to join Miami Ads. It was a bit of a roundabout journey. I was thinking about being a teacher, honestly, and I spent some time volunteering in schools and working alongside teachers, and I realized that it was a bit too much of the same every day for me. And so that's what's so exciting about advertising is the variety of projects and people and products you get to work on. And it's chaotic, but in a really enjoyable way to me, and it keeps things really fresh and interesting so that I can stay engaged. I learned about it through class, actually. I had the pleasure of working with a teacher who made our whole project to get an application in for the NAC and get an answer to a brief in. I just think it's exciting to put your name in the hat and compete against other people. I grew up as an athlete, so I still crave that competition and the idea that somebody's gonna win something and somebody's gonna lose. And I just really liked some of the briefs. We worked on a couple, but yeah, there's some really cool briefs for this year, so. I don't know exactly. I mean, we'd been in the program for a few months at that point, and I'd gotten to know them all pretty well. I think, honestly, we were kind of forced to work well together to some extent. I mean, that our group here is our whole class from that class. You know, it's very, very small, very intimate, and so there's something nice about being forced to get comfortable with people. You get over your anxieties pretty quickly that way. I think we have such a huge advantage by having so many different people in our group, and it's really easy to work as a group when you know that everyone's voice is going to be heard and that all those voices are different. We weren't in an echo chamber by any means. It was really like a lot of different opinions from a lot of different sides, and in some ways it's a miracle that we got to where we got to, but in other ways it wouldn't have been possible without that group of people specifically. I think it came out of a really simple little nugget, which was that we have peanut butter and jelly here, but that there are sweet spreads in all kinds of different cultures. Every culture has their own, version of a jelly or a preserve that's delicious and theoretically could go with peanut butter. So it was super simple, and I don't think I would have made it to that simple of an insight without my group around me. Like, we were really lucky we had such a diverse group of people in our group, and it was so interesting to hear about everybody's different experiences from different places in the world with peanut butter and how it's really super popular in Canada, but not so much in other places. I wouldn't say I have a cut and dry process that I go to every time. I'm a writer, so words are really where I like to start, and I've always found taking a creative inventory of sorts to be really helpful. Just writing down dozens, hundreds of words to do with the product, to do with the audience, which thankfully in this case was kind of me to some extent, and kind of take it from there. Find like the nuggets of interesting words and interesting sayings. Like we really latched onto like melting pot and jar, and how can we combine those two things. For me as a writer, it's all about finding the right words. I like making jokes. This brief was a little more serious, so I didn't quite get the chance, but I like to have fun, and I don't like to take things too seriously. So I find myself very at home in advertising because at the end of the day, people want to be entertained and they want to have fun and they want to feel connected, and humor and laughter and making people smile, like it doesn't really get any better than that. It's a little bit more lucrative than being like a stand-up comic. So I think for that it's working. Keep it fun, keep it positive. And I think there's a lot of people in the industry that have become pretty jaded, and at the end of the day, it's incredibly exciting. It's so much fun. It's high pressure, but you're not saving lives. You're not running a country or anything like that. So have fun with it. And there are so many more boring things you could be doing with your life than doing advertising. So keep that in mind. And when it feels hard, remember that there are way harder jobs and way more serious things you could be doing with your time, but you get to have fun and hopefully get paid for it too. So that's pretty cool. I'm Archie, and I won silver in the National Advertising Challenge.